I live? Can y'all see me and hear me? Oh, I don't have a. Let me get a microphone for y'all. Works out much better that way. Can y'all hear me? How is everyone? I wanted to come on and say hey to y'all because I have not seen you guys it's been a minute. I've been MIA. So, hello, G Wife 2, Rose Rodriguez, Linda, Kareen Warner, hello. Yeah, it's been a minute. Kay Collins, Sonia, all the way from Barbados. I wish I was in Barbados right now, somewhere beautiful with some water. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad to see you all as well. How is everybody? Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, I definitely have a tan. Mighty. Hey, Mighty Strong. Yes, Verna, thank you. Hit the like button. Hey, Cheryl. Hit the like button. Yes, I have a tan. I'm getting my summer color. If you guys have been watching me, you know that in the summer I'm like 3 shades darker than I am in the wintertime, but I love it. I be trying to keep that color, but it don't stay. Kay Collins, God has been great. Yes, absolutely. Hey son, how you doing? So is everybody like ready to come busting out of quarantine? Is it time yet for everybody to leave the house? Nicole Knight. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you for subbing and thank you for watching my videos. So I have not I reached 80K subscribers and I was like, wow, I could not believe that. My son actually brought that to my attention. So that was super, super exciting for me. So thank you guys so much. Mighty, your summer tan sucks. No way. I love a good summer tan. Carolyn, thank you. Yes, we finished the pond and I actually put fish in it yesterday. And unfortunately, we just fed those fish today because I got everything I needed for them and I didn't get any food for them. So I sent my husband to go get some food for the fish tonight and we fed them. I bought like, I only got 4 koi, but I got a ton of goldfish. So there's so many fish swimming around in there. I'm assuming that some of them will die. That's just how that goes. But I'm excited about the koi because they grow really fast and they get really, really big. A Taylor, what's my favorite fragrance on a man? Ooh, on a man. I think one of my favorite fragrances to smell on a man is Wanted by Night. That's definitely one of my favorites. And it's an inexpensive fragrance as well. That and Lyric Man, but I'm kind of touchy about that because I love it for myself. So I love wearing Lyric Man. Thank you, Pebble Stone. And G Wife too, ready to get out a little. Yeah, we traveled and I was nervous about that, but We traveled and it was okay. I mean, just mask on constantly. My husband has been vaccinated. I have not. So I have not yet. I'm still like I'm nervous about it, but Jamie Wise, you're in my number one. Thank you. The fish thrive on love. Yes, I know. And I'm going to do a video. I'm trying to get my yard together. Mother Nature came through here and was like, okay, impatient gardeners, I got some for all y'all. And we had a freeze, and I had already put a bunch of plants in the ground, and a bunch of my perennials had started to come up, and the freeze just did them in. So I think we're okay. I think. And who asked me, did I do the final hypergamous video yet? Yes, I'm having some technical difficulties with that video. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's too long. I don't know what's going on with me being able to upload that video. But it is done. Hey, Jenny. Mighty, I'm with you on the vaccine. Yeah, I'm only nervous about it because I've only had a flu shot one time in my life. And when I got that shot, I got extremely sick. It's also the only time I've ever had the flu. I've never had the flu other than that one time. So I'm really nervous about it. Hey, Sandra. G wife too. You know what? You're right. And I know a lady. She's older than I am, and she says Mother's Day. She says she doesn't plant anything until Mother's Day. And typically I start, like in April, and typically it's good. Nothing has ever been destroyed. But now I said I'm going to have to take her up on that and wait until Mother's Day. It seems so late when you think about it. Because, we only have like 6 months really to even look at the plants around here before it's time to dig them up and watch them die. Sandra, do I look okay? Sandra told me not to be walking around here looking anorexic because I've been working so hard. And I was telling her, like, it's all I can do to just be able to shower and crawl in bed at night. It's been crazy. So, Cheryl. Cheryl, that is the strangest fragrance I own. And what do you think of it, Cheryl? It's a lot to take in. Like, you literally smell everything. Everything. Elizabeth, what's my view on solo dining? Nothing greater, right? You don't have to watch anybody else chew or I love to go sit down and have a meal by myself. I absolutely enjoy doing that. You have to do that. That's me time. The flu shot doesn't use the same technology of COVID. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what the doctor told me. I'm gonna get it together, y'all, I promise. Yeah, even being married, I like to go sit down and have a meal by myself. You know what? Honestly, when you're married, you it seems more special to me because when you're married, you can hardly ever eat alone, right? You always have to worry about what someone else wants, or I'm hungry. Oh, I wonder if he's hungry too. And typically my husband's hungry every time I'm hungry. So when you can just go sit down and just have a nice dinner or lunch by yourself, amazing. Really nice. D Smith, hold on one second. Um, I gotta do my church finger for y'all. It's on my shirt. I still have it. no one, no one has ever asked me about that fragrance. That's so funny to me. Ever. I don't know what's on my shirt here, but it's bugging me. Yeah, no one has ever asked me about that fragrance. That's so funny. This was a love, totally a love of mine. And it still smells the exact same as it did way back in the day. Exact same. Cheryl, yes, it had that fragrance has to settle down. Like it has to whew, it really has to settle down. It gets really nice in the end, but it's a lot to take in the beginning. Michelle. Yeah, so see, you got sick both times with the flu shot. Yeah. Sandra, that's a collector's fragrance. Yeah, you will never have anything in your fragrance collection ever that's going to smell like that fragrance unless somebody copies it, and I have a hard time believing anyone will copy it. She calls it honey boo boo. Thank you, Mighty Strong. I wish I could tell you whose hair this is. I don't even remember whose unit this is. Good night, Curleen. Thank you for stopping in. Now, for some reason, I see comments popping up on my iPad that I don't see popping up on my uh thing here. Fire, flood, or blood. That's a good rule to have. Um, you know what I always feel like with parents, like kids come into this world thinking that your bedroom is their space also. And you have to teach them at an early age, like, no, this is not your space. This is my personal space. And when you see this door close, fire, flood, or blood, don't knock on my door. It's my time. I'm doing something for me. So, because I know people who, their kids come in, just bust in the door. They sleep in the bed with them. They come in the middle of the night. And when you have a mate, how are you can't handle romance like that, right? Do I have an updated skincare routine? No, I don't. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I haven't been doing anything updated. This is actually the time of year where my skin behaves. Like I get good and dewy when it's nice and warm outside. I don't have to deal with a lot of the dryness that I sometimes have to deal with in the winter time. Um, Izzy, no, because I taught you that that wasn't okay. That was not okay. Shanji's home decor and lifestyle. Oh, I love Rose 31. How do you feel about it? I really like it. ST, no, I just got here. You didn't miss it all. I just came on. I've been on about what? Maybe 10 minutes. Thank you, ST. Do I have a video on how to do the mole removal? No, I don't. Is it Lily? Did you watch my if you watched my video when I talked about the pen? I didn't actually show how to do it. Do you guys want me to actually show how to do it? I can do that. I would do that. Jenny, you still busting the door open at 40. Come unbox with me, Teresa. Hello. Donna Karen Cashmere. Yes, absolutely. I did back in the day. I haven't actually had, or well, it's been a while. I haven't had that in a while. Ramona, that's, you know what? That's a good question. People who know me know that I talk about that all the time. I don't want to be here where it's cold. I don't want to do this thing anymore. Unfortunately, I'm not by myself, so, I can't convince him to just pick up and roll out, but if ever things went left, I would go south. I'll go south real quick. Yeah, I'm over winter. I'm so over it. And the thing about it is, all my life, I have never liked winter. Never. Yeah, I'll do a video for you guys on actually how to use the pen. It's really easy to do. And a lot of people use numbing cream, but I didn't use anything. I just went in like a champ. Lily moving to Mexico is beautiful there. Izzy, she'll retire to Florida. Yeah, somewhere in that area. I love the heat, and I want to live somewhere where everything's green all year round, all year. Miss D, so marriage is a compromise with regard to living in climates that you rather that and so much more, right? Marriage is a huge compromise. The thing about it is, I think that if my husband is not from St. Louis, he's from the South. And so I think that if he retired, he very well may move, especially if I said, I'm going, see you later. I think he would definitely come along. I don't think he would let me move alone. Michelle, I'm gonna do a video so you can use that pen. Cause I know. Oh, Verna, I'm having peach tea tonight. Just tea. Peach tea, no sugar, nothing. Just a tea bag and hot water. I had my pen for probably about 2 weeks before I actually got up the nerve to use it. I watched some videos on it to see, and nobody really had, any really good up close videos. And so I just finally decided to break it out. Thank you, T. Harris. You just gotta do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. T. Harris here in St. Oh, you're in St. Louis. I always love talking to people that are in St. Louis. Diva House 53. Thank you. And where are you at? I'm trying to. So that would definitely be an option. I know who lives in. I know someone that lives in Durham. I can't remember who it is, but I know the weather's nice there. Elizabeth, I agree, but I had and you guys, I have freckles, and I have moles. Like I have a mole here, and I have a mole here. I would never do anything with those, but I had what was like sun damage, and they were like raised and just causing lots of texture, and they just had to go. They had to go. Is it Jertay? Welcome, Jertay. Thank you. What perfume does my husband love? My husband doesn't really have a favorite. He just likes it when I smell good, and I typically do. So he doesn't really know anything by name, like unless he actually picks the bottle up and sees it. Sure, Kendra, it's so hot here in Florida. I love Florida though. It's so beautiful there. I could take the heat there. Hey, Sally Smith. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, you guys have any questions for me? Anything? Ask me anything. I always like answering questions on live. Hippie chick, what's the pin? Um, too many roaches and snakes. You know what? We actually we live in a place where there's so much wildlife. Now, we don't have a lot of snakes just running amok, but I mean, we have deer, raccoons. There, we will see a snake from time to time. That's one thing that kind of has me a little bit concerned about the pond that we put in the back, because someone told me that they might become an issue. So I'm thinking about that. So if y'all see me draining it one day, y'all know why. And I do a video about we took the pond out. This is the pen. Um, I was asking what's the pen. This is the mole removal pen. And it has these little needles that you put down inside of there. And I don't think mine's is actually charged. Yeah, it's not charged up right now. I haven't used it in a while. And then you just burn those babies off. Decent. No. um, I have actually, I think like the very first YouTube video I did was about there's no such thing as a panty dropper, because you know, I don't know. I hate when guys do videos like that. I know it's all in fun and it's catchy, but I just want guys to know, like, yeah, smell good. It's nice, but you need to be clean. Your fingernails need to be nice. Your shoes got to be good. Your hair has to be kept. And then, maybe we can talk about dropping some panties, but you can have on Raja Dove. And if you're not together, no one's gonna drop their panties for you. Maybe I need to do a video on that. Like, what really are panty droppers? I love that though. Lydia, thank you. Yes, Bowtie and I have been missing each other. Like, he was gone, I was gone, I was back. I thought I was gonna be back, then I had to leave again. So we are gonna get together again. Ooh, Miss D, that's a good question. For those who may have a crush on a guy, thoughts. Um, I would find out if, if he was interested. I don't, now that I'm older, I feel different about pushing up on guys than I did when I was in my 20s, because when I was younger, if I liked a guy, I would just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But now I feel a little different about it. And I feel different about it because I don't want to chase guys. And most of the time, guys don't want to be chased. So that's always a hard one. Michelle, I've only used the pen to get rid of my moles. I did it in about 3 different sessions, and I haven't used it again. Ah, yeah, yes, I got a mic finally. Elizabeth, um, we have dogs, chickens. We now have fish. Um, And I like dogs, but I could take dogs or leave them. And the reason why I could take them or leave them is because I'm obsessed with my yard. And I feel like they just ruin everything. So that's I could take them or leave them at this point in my life. We have them. I enjoy them, but if anything ever happened to them, I don't think we would get big dogs again. We would probably get a small dog. Yeah. Jamaican Hun One from Miami. Welcome. Monica Carpio from California. Denise, how to care for aging skin. I would definitely say moisturize every opportunity you get. Some good skincare products, but I don't splurge on a lot of expensive skincare products because I found that they just don't work for me. A good diet, like a great diet, honestly. Eat as clean as you can, especially the older you get. I'm going to do in 2 weeks what's it called? It's called UL therapy, UL therapy. I'm gonna do that, and it's like supposed to be this procedure where they just like tighten your skin. Basically, it's non-invasive. It's not surgery or anything. So I'm gonna share that with you guys when I do it. Can I put the pin? Yes, I'll put the pin in the description box. I have a whole video on the pin, and it's my skincare routine. And I think I did it like about a month ago, but I linked the pin in that video. And Gypsy Girl 80, yes, it can be used on skin tags as well. But I will say this. Let me say this. If you have anything that is suspect, like a mole that is like deformed or sore or peeling or don't burn that off. Let the doctor make sure it's not cancerous, because I forgot to mention that in my video. Let them make sure it's not cancerous and then burn it off. Was I buffering? Thank you, Danielle Crump. Diane, first time on live. Welcome. Hygiene is number one and cleanup. Yes, absolutely. First and foremost, Funk Overtakes Cologne. Michelle, on the micro needling, I actually use my 0.25 probably like once or twice a week, but I will only do the 0.50 one like every 2 weeks. Elizabeth Preach, never pursue a guy. Yeah, that's a hard one because when I was growing up, people would always say like closed mouth, don't get fed, So how's he gonna know? But then at the same time, like I would never chase a guy, especially not at this present moment in my life. Well, especially not that I'm married. Chasing can come off as aggressive. Chasing can come off as aggressive, and chasing can come off as desperate. And you don't ever want a guy to think that you are either one of those. Ever. Maureen, we just got a yoni room here in St. Louis. This is the first one that I've heard of. And I'm going to try that as well. If you're talking about the steam thing, like the whole, I think she has the whole experience. So I'm going to try that. Lay Towns, we have Connie Corsos. We have two of them. Horses, miniature horses. Just me. How to successfully distance yourself from a childhood friend when the relationship has turned negative. Distance yourself. But it depends on what the issues are. It depends on if you have addressed the issues. Um, because if it's a best friend, a sister for life, then you don't want to just walk away from that. But address your issues. And if the issues can't be solved, then yeah, just say bye, girl. Now, I hate messing up people's names. Juanina Williams, advice for over 40 confidence. I always say find your thing. Find that thing that makes you great. That thing that you do so well that no one can do as well as you. That's always what I tell women. Like, find that thing about you that is great. And fall in love with yourself. Mighty Strong. That's mothballs or diesel fuel. When you go out in our back area where my secret garden is, when it's really hot outside, that's all you can smell because I've heard that. And in the summertime, I throw bags of mothballs underneath the deck back there. Nicole Knight, how do you soften up? So I feel like I think that starts with starting to take care of yourself and start to do girly things for yourself that you would never normally do. I think that's how you really start to sit in your feminine energy and take control of your femininity. And, I I've talked about this before how I have five brothers and like um girls in my family are few and far between. Like my mother has four sisters, and of all the boys that they all have, each one of them will have one girl. And so it's really kind of weird. And so I've just grown up around boys and then, just rough and tough. And so that was always a hard one for me. And you will never get rid of that 100% because we all have a little bit of feminine energy and a little bit of masculine energy. But I always think start taking care of yourself and just doing little feminine things that you wouldn't normally do. And hang around with feminine women. That always helps as well. Women who are girly girls. Thank you, Monica. I just asked my husband about a woman approaching a guy she is interested in. He said it's all about tact, be respectful and classy. That yeah, that's true too. Guys know though. All you have to do, I used to have a look like just, you just kind of give them the corner eye and a nice little smile. Be approachable because if you're approachable, they will approach you, right? But you should never chase. Be approachable, you can wink if you like. That was always my thing too. I would always wink. Hey, how you doing? They know. Michelle, I've been wearing my fragrances as you suggested. Game changer. Looking for a new scent for Mother's Day. Ooh, top three. Katrina, yeah, I have a undergarments video. I have a whole undergarments video about my favorite uh shapewear, and I can definitely recommend some good ones, some amazing ones that they sell at Kohl's actually. Um, what would my top three recommendations be for Mother's Day? I would definitely say Alam if it's still on sale because they had it 50% off and it was $250. A very, very good price for that. Um, I'll do a Mother's Day fragrance video for y'all. I need to hurry up and do it too because Mother's Day is right around the corner. I need to start thinking about what I want. Ray Ray, no, never chase a man. It's his job to pursue you. Yeah, not really moles or skin tags. I think Morgan Freeman has that. Yeah. And that you definitely, I think everybody, well, I won't say everybody, but many people in my family have those. Many people. Don't play with your face. I'm not gonna do anything that's invasive. It's just like I don't know. It's some type of thing they just like run across your face. It's supposed to like boost collagen basically. But as far as like injections and things like that, I would never. I just I'm too afraid that stuff like that goes wrong so fast. So yeah, no. What plants for a beginner homeowner? Oh, get a philodendron. You know those vines. Two plants that I love having inside the house that grow really well and really fast and they're low maintenance is philodendrons and aloe vera. If you like aloe vera, and aloe vera plants grow so fast and they serve so many different purposes. Like you can really use the aloe vera gel inside of them. Can you please give your opinion on niche and what so-called designer and how they have nothing to do with the smell in the world of smells? Yeah, they have nothing to do with the smell in the world of smells. I've done a video on this before. It's all a matter of personal preference, like what you want to spend your money on and what you like. And people will ask me, why did I start buying niche fragrances? And it was simply because I just wanted something unique and different. And everybody around me was wearing like La Vie and things like that. And so I just wanted something, I wanted to smell like extremely different, and I wanted to smell stuff I've never smelled before. But the only thing that separates niche and designer fragrances is the fact that niche houses only dabble in fragrance. They only dabble in fragrance. They only make perfume. That's it. They don't make handbags. They don't make shoes. They don't make cars. None of that. Only fragrance. That's the only thing that separates the two. Happy in Seattle. Yes. And I think, is that like the same as a philodendron? Does it? I think they kind of look like philodendrons. Yeah, Nilda, there's so many things you can do with aloe. I cut the leaves off. I use the stuff in my hair. I'll use it on my face. Of course, it's great for burns, all types of stuff. And when you just have it right there in the house, you just chop that leaf off, cut it open, do what you need to do. I mean, designers and niche are not the opposite. Indie houses make niche and designers make niche. Now, designer houses only, they make their fragrances would be considered designer fragrances, but some designer houses do have a luxury line. Like if you think of like Dior, how they have like Miss Dior and all that type of stuff, and then they have their luxury line of fragrances. They're more pricey fragrances. What makes them different in the smell wise? Nothing actually. I've smelled some designer fragrances that I absolutely love. I still own some designer fragrances. I have some that last a very long time. Um I have some that are I have some niche fragrances that don't last, that are trash. I've talked about them before. Just because it's niche does not mean that it is top notch. Would you take up floral arranging as a hobby? I don't know. I like to do that just to have flowers in the house, especially this time of year. I like to, especially when my flowers start to get to the point where I can cut them down, like my stargazing lilies and things like that, things that smell really strong. I don't know that I would be very good at that though, because I look at some floral arrangements and I'm like, wow, that's really well thought out. Zyme, no, I don't have an online course for fragrance education. All the gifts. I don't do anything. If your aloe's dying, you know what? You may be overwatering it, because I found that my aloe does the best when I forget to water it. When I underwater it, because it's a succulent. It doesn't need a lot of water. Oh, Letitia, good. Dior Homme Intense is a niche. Dior Homme, Dior Homme. I think my husband has that. I think that's a nice fragrance. But again, it's all in what you like. It's all in what you want to spend your hard-earned coins on. Hey, the barefoot bombshell. My top 10 Tom Fords. I need to do that. I can kind of name them. Oh, and someone asked, what am I wearing tonight? Tonight I am wearing um Amouage Lyric Woman is what I have on tonight. That's a strong one. Um, you know what my number one Tom Ford is? I have really decided this right here. My number one Tom Ford is one that I think is slept on. A lot of people don't talk about it. I don't know why, and that is white suede. I love me some white suede. So I think number one would be white suede. Number two would definitely be oud wood. Y'all know oud wood is bae for me. I love oud wood. Um, Effin' Fabulous, Lost Cherry, of course, Tobacco Vanille, um, Plum Japonais. Yeah, I need. Oh, the list goes on. Tuberoos New. If you guys have not smelled Tuberoos New, you know what Tuberoos New smells like? White suede with a tuberose or tuberose note in it. White suede with tuberose is what Tuberoos New smells like. I love it. Absolutely love it. Hey, Cat Julian. Burberry Her and Baccarat Rouge, are they similar? I don't think they are. Everything gets compared to Baccarat Rouge 540 though. Everything. I don't think that they're the same at all. Everything's sweet. Strange Love NYC. I need to try some of those. Roz C, you bought Tuberoos New. Yeah, Tuberoos New is, in my opinion, it is really, really nice. And as far as his releases have gone, his new releases have gone like in, I would probably say like in the past maybe 2 years. Metalik is still definitely a love of mine. I love Metalik. And Lavender Extreme and Tuberoos New. I mean, those have been three really good ones. I'm so over Baccarat Rouge 540. Yeah, those two fragrances are like two of the most abused fragrances in the fragrance industry. It's like they're nice fragrances, but they're, in my opinion, they're not that nice. Like there are nicer fragrances out there. Bortnikov has amazing fragrances. Akash, the rapper from India. Hello, good evening. You look like my ex-girlfriend. I might be. No. I've never been to India. Unless you've been here, then I don't know. But um Yelang 49, is that from Lalabo? I don't think I've smelled that. Yeah, and that's an opinionated sense. You're so right about that. He actually, MFK has done, he did Burberry Black, my Burberry Black, and I think a couple other of the other Burberry fragrances. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, that might be why you smell something going on there. Tiziana Terenzi. My whole city smells like 540. Yeah, everyone. The Neiman Marcus, when you go in Neiman Marcus here, it smells exactly like 540 and it is so strong in there. Always. It's like, I don't know if everybody that walks in there sprays the 540 tester or if all the employees wear 540. Opinionated. I don't know why I can't get into Soleil Blanc. I don't know. But of course, I love Lost Cherry and Metal Leak. I have never been able to get into Soleil Blanc. I remember Venetian Bergamot, Carebo, Baccarat Rouge 540, and Creed Aventus. That is actually a combination that I really like. And also, 540 and Pico Valladama from Zerzhov. Very nice combination. Akash, are we safe here? Yeah, we are. How are you guys over there? Oh, aloe and pineapple juice. I didn't know that. Oud satin mood. Oh, oud satin mood. Yes. Yes to the oud satin mood. What do I think about Creed and Joe Malone? I don't care for Joe Malone at all. I saw she has two new fragrances, and I was reading some articles about them, and people were saying that they last a long time. I don't know how true that is, but I'm not a fan of Joe Malone. And Creed, I think Aventus actually lasts on me. Aventus for him lasts on me. Aventus for her can be a little bit fleeting on me. Aventus, the for men lasts an eternity on me. And then whenever I wear it, I always get tons of compliments on it. Always. And sometimes it's funny when guys recognize what I have on. Because one day a guy was like, "Oh my God, you smell amazing." He's like, "But you kind of smell like you have a Ventus on." And I was like, "I do." Yeah, a cash. I saw that on the news this morning. It's terrible. So stay safe over there. Stay in the house. Stay masked up. Ooh, 540 and oud bouquet. I need to write that down. I would not even think for 1 minute to put those two together. I'm gonna try that. I'm definitely gonna try it. Let me write this down. 540. I don't think I've mixed anything with oud bouquet because it's so loud and strong all on its own. Nishane, yeah, Hachivat. Oh, versus Aventus. Do y'all want to have this conversation? uh, Margaya, I mean, you need fragrances that don't last for top notes when layering fragrances. Yeah, definitely always layer my fragrances that are very fleeting with something that lasts a little bit longer or a lot longer actually. So Kennedy, Hachivat versus Aventus. This is something I've been hearing a lot. Now, is it we're gonna call him Nishane because I hear people say Nishane, I hear people say Nishane. This is one thing that really gets to me when people say this smells better than Aventus. It's like, okay, no, it can't because Aventus was created by Creed. They made this fragrance and they wanted it to smell like this, and things that come behind it, maybe they smell similar to it. They might smell just like it, but they can't smell better than it. So I think I think Hachivat is nice, okay? But the thing about it is I find it to be extremely strong in the top notes. In the top, I mean, it is like it's like wait for it strong, like 10 minutes for it to like clear out and die down. And it's slightly unpleasant in my opinion. Now I like to layer it with 100 Silent Ways, but I don't think it's better than Aventus. I keep hearing people say that. Sammy, hey Sammy. I have some new Sammy fragrances that I'm going to be reviewing in my indie fragrance video. So I have some fragrances that you guys will want to know about. I have some Sammy fragrances. I have Savoir Faire. Some fragrances that you guys may have not heard of. No 540, no Creed Aventus. Oh, Angel Share and Jazz Club. Jazz Club is everything. Yes. MFK coming out with an aqua line. I would be interested to see what those smell like. Hopefully they're aquas with a little bit of depth and longevity to them. Oh, Karebo going to Kenya. Have an amazing time. Only taking Jador. Take two, Karebo. When I went out of town not long ago, I only took two fragrances, and actually I took three because I took bitter peach and I took or not bitter peach, Tuberose New and Soleil Neige and Pico Valladama. And I took Tuberose New and Soleil Neige because I like to layer those and I like to wear each of them on their own. So that's 3 days of fragrance right there. And then Pico Valladama because I was in the mood to wear it. But yeah, at least take two. Yeah, Angelica, 100 Silent Ways is nice. However, 100 Silent Ways smells like YSL Black Opium. I don't care what y'all say. It smells exactly like it. But I love it. I bought it. I bought 100 Silent Ways. Full bottle, brand new. Oh, hiking for 9 days. Oh, take off. That's all you need. Oh, pure ambergris from the perfumist. Well, I was gonna ask how much was that? That had to be like extremely expensive for pure ambergris. Ambergris is very expensive. That's why they fake it most of the time in fragrances. They recreate it. Opinionated Sense, 100 Silent Ways is pretty. It smells like several things. Yeah. But I mean, from the moment I smelled it, I was like, does it smell like YSL Black Opium to me? It's too expensive to bring stuff in Trinidad right now. Have you checked out Hermetica? Yes, absolutely. Angelica, Hermetica Source. Um, yeah, I have the Source 1 and Source 2. I have Amber Bee. Is it Patchouli Patchouli Light? Really nice fragrances. Linda Stevenson. Hello. Gap Grass is nice, but now I wear frankincense. Frankincense is very nice. Kitty Cat number one. Why you just skip my message? Let me go back. Original. Oh, original Giorgio. Um, Sometimes stuff starts moving on me. Kitty Cat number one. Do I like the original Giorgio? That was one of the fragrances I would definitely wear back in the day. Absolutely. I don't even know if I would enjoy it now because I wore it so much back then. I didn't even start out with the original Giorgio. I started out with the I don't know if you guys remember when Walgreens had the impressions of the body sprays in the can. They came in a can. And I think Giorgio was like yellow, came in a yellow can. I would cover myself in that stuff. Myra Sahara from Fragrance Du Bois. I may have smelled that, Fragrance Du Bois rather. I may have smelled that. I have a bunch of Fragrance Du Bois samples. What are my thoughts on Oh, hold on one second. Let me go back. So, um, brave enough to show the video about what classy women won't do. I said I'm gonna redo that video. And not that I brave and I took it down. It was just that sometimes like I don't like to argue with people like in the comment section about petty stuff. So I was just like, you know what? We'll redo it though. Tom Ford Bitter Peach. Macaholic 22. It's peach. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it at all. I just would not full bottle purchase it. I wouldn't say that I would never want to have it in my collection, but just I don't know if you guys have ever smelled Keith's fragrance, her peach ayuzu, I think it is. It is peachy peach and I love it. And so I just could not justify the $340 for bitter peach after owning that. When I smelled it, someone sent it to me and I was like, "Oh, okay. It's nice." But I would not like retail purchase it. If I stumble across a bottle, then I would get it. Original is so strong now. At D, let's not put women in a box. What is classy women? Yeah, and the video was honestly, see, it was just really it was about things that any woman should not do. Just bad behavior type stuff. And that was really all it was. Because y'all know I never want to put women in a box ever. We don't belong in boxes or cages. Ooh, golden dollar. That's a good question. I don't know. I have to try that out. Let me sleep on that. I love golden dollar though. Michelle, yes, I had that yellow can too. I had many of those yellow cans. I'm telling you, I would just cover myself in that stuff. I still love those Walgreens knockoffs. Is that the one in the silver tin? A strawberry letter. I tell y'all all the time, email me. Email me the questions. I like the questions. I will answer them always. Opinionated sense. I wore exclamation. I still have exclamation on my shelf back here. Actually it was sitting next to Sand and Sable when I went and got it. Sand and Sable. Exclamation still smells the same to me. Just like Sand and Sable does. Greenwich Village. What do I think of Bond Number 9? I love Greenwich Village. It smells really nice. My favorite Bond Number 9, I have two. Number one is Perfumista Avenue, and second is Chinatown. Those are my two day one Bond Number 9s. Michelle, what exclamation? What a throwback. That's a throwback for real. A for real throwback. Primo. Yes. Primo was in the yellow can, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? I think it was Primo that was in the yellow can. Angelica, Keith's perfumes. She's they call her the queen of gourmand, and her fragrance is, I think is pronounced peach. Ayuzu, I want to say Azuyu. It is like, it's the peachiest fragrance I own. Ooh, where to get perfumes, DeMarley? I don't know. I know that Bloomingdale's has them, so they may have their discovery kit. My husband put me in the dungeon. I guess that's okay if you were willing to go in there. Will we get a spring garden tour? Absolutely. Absolutely. Carabo, I don't. I really don't. I don't watch a lot of television at all. And sometimes whenever I sit down and I say, you know what, I'm going to watch Netflix because people have recommended like 500 Netflix movies to me, I can never remember what I'm supposed to be watching. Now, when I went and stayed with my son, I went and visited my son. We watched we actually sat and watched movies. It was crazy. It was the first time I had ever done that, like in a long time. I had such a good time. But we watched The State versus Billie Holiday, which I love that. I thought that was a really good movie. And I can't think of the other movie that we watched. Grand Soir and Oud Bouquet. Oh, y'all giving me some good ones here. I'm trying all these. I have been layering Grand Soir and Amber Absolute. Oh, amazing. Grand Soir and Oud. Yeah, I would have never in a million years thought there was anything to mix Oud Bouquet with ever. Beautiful Magnolia. I have not smelled that Diamond Hustler. And I think exclamation, it was nice back in the day. It's not a scent that I reach for every day. And I have a video where I talked about my story about exclamation. Like when I wore it, I got it for Christmas. It's actually the only thing I got for Christmas that year due to a horrible situation. And I loved it. And I used to cover myself in it. And one day I got in the car with my dad. And I used to think I was doing something with my exclamation. And my dad smelled, he said, "Do you have on exclamation?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh no, you can't wear that." His girlfriends used to wear it and he liked the way it smelled. He was like, hell no, you ain't wearing that. That's too grown for you. Ooh, Ragba. What did I layer? I layered something with Ragba. Oh, let me think about it. Let me think about it. I layered something with that. But you're right. Ragba, you have to wait for the dry down. It smells a lot like Bouquet Ideal, but it's kind of like it's a lot more like woody and there's something there in the top of it. Opinionated. Y'all about to have me go get exclamation. Girl, you better go down to your nearest Walgreens. I think I bought it from Walgreens or I ordered it off of eBay. Sometimes I just like smelling those fragrances. Like I even have navy down here. Who knows about navy? Now, navy was another one that I used to cover myself in. And it's down here on my shelf. 1981 by Guess. Yeah, I think I have it. Is is it in the black like diamond bottle? I have that, I think. And I really like it. And I was shocked by that when I smelled it. If that's the one you're talking about in the little like kind of triangle bottle. That shocked me. I didn't expect that to smell like it smells. Oh, what's the minimum number of fragrances to have? How many should you have? Three. Three is all you need. Don't get caught up in all this mess you see back here. You need three fragrances. You need a go get 'em girl fragrance, like I'm just gonna go kill 'em softly. You need a work perfume, and you need that fragrance that just makes you feel like a woman. Don't look at all this and think that no. I'm telling you, I'm always envious of women who only have two or three. They only have two or three choices. I had a signature scent. I talked about this before. Back in the day, my signature scent was Amazing Grace. People knew me coming and going by that scent. There are people to this day that will still tell you that I used to wear Amazing Grace and I always smelled amazing and beautiful. I used to date this guy. He liked it so much that when we stopped dating, he bought it for his new girlfriend, but she didn't like it and it didn't smell good on her. But it was my signature scent. And I like that. I think I mean that's a thing to me. Like let people remember you by how you smell. If you smell nice now. Mighty said, nope, we don't belong in boxes or cages. No, no, no. Opinionated, that's gonna be loud. Yeah, that's gonna shake them up. Oud bouquet, yes, absolutely. That's gonna shake up the block. Hello, Professor X. How are you? I'm telling you, I'm super excited to try these two oud bouquet combinations. Super excited. Mighty strong three fragrances too late. Yeah, 10 perfumes or under. That it would be so easy. I come in here in the morning and I'm like standing there and I'm like, because before I shower, I have to figure out what fragrance I'm going to wear for the day because I have to know what I'm going to shower with. Okay. That's how we have to do that. So I have to know what soap I'm going to use or what shower gel I need to break out. If I need to get down in my cabinet and get out a special lotion or something. And I stand there and sometimes I'll just pick bottles up and I'll be like, no, that's not it. And then I'll reach for another. We wore that last week. It's so bad. You have two or three, you know what you're gonna wear. People know how you're gonna smell. He said, folks here always claiming allergies. That's funny. Philosophy has amazing sense. I still love philosophy. I have the entire collection. I have everything from pure to amazing to I think I've is what's the newest one with Magnolia. Now I have pure. They came out with a Pure Grace parfum, which I ran out and bought that. Um, I have them all. Doretha Hayes, go back to read my question. All right, I'm scrolling, Doretha. If it's too far back, type it again for me. And Doretha, your name sounds so familiar. Doretha. I know a Doretha and I only know one Doretha. Doretha, retype it. I can't see it. I'm scrolling. Doretha. Oh, okay. What about Killian Love Don't Be Shy? Oh, yes. Very nice fragrance. Um, Not my favorite Killian, but really thick, sweet fragrance in my opinion. Very nice. Falling in Love. I have Falling in Love. Absolutely have Falling in Love. I have Pure Grace, Endless Summer. Um, is it Amazing Grace, Bella Rose? Rare Pearls, Avon, right? Is Rare Pearls Avon? I remember that. I used to wear that. I was an Avon girl. Oh, After Sunset is from that My Kind of Love line. The only one, well, I have two from the My Kind of Love line, but my favorite is Adults. I really like that. That was the nicest one. Diamond Hustler, that's a great question. What would my three fragrances be if there were no more in the world? Okay. We know for sure Back to Black because that's one that I'm always keeping. I'm always keeping Back to Black. So I say Back to Black for when I need that aphrodisiac type thing, y'all know. Um Oud Wood and oh, Grace. I'm taking Grace with me. Grace has to go with me cuz she was my day one. She could be signature scent worthy again. I want to smell sweet honey again. Which one is that opinionated scent? My favorite house of sillage. Oh, Emerald Rain. It's so grown up. It's so good. It lasts so long. It's kind of like if you want to wear Shalimar, but you can't quite pull it off because you know Shalimar has that vintagey thing. Um, Emerald Rain, 100%. And I know some guys who like Emerald Rain as well. It's actually the only House of Sillage that I think men could pull off from the cupcake line. Absolutely, Emerald Rain. Jasmine Wisp. I've never smelled that. And I like the only one too. I absolutely do. I think I like the only one too better than I like the only one. Oh, Sweet Honesty. Yes, I remember that. I totally remember that. Oh, Paco Rabanne, Olympia. Decants of House of Sillage. Um, I don't know if House of Sillage has Discovery. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if they actually have Discovery atomizers or samples cuz I don't know. I don't know if you have a Bloomingdale's somewhere close to you, then you could go in there and they will definitely give you samples. They're not stingy like, you know, some of the stores around here. We don't have a Bloomingdale's here though. We have Saks and Neiman's and they don't have House of Sillage. Richard Capital 33. Welcome and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching my videos, Richard. Oh, yeah, you got Bloomingdale's in ATL. That was the first Bloomingdale's I ever went to, actually was the one in Atlanta. Absolutely. So, do you guys have any questions for me this evening? This was fun. I'm glad I popped on to see you guys this evening. Any questions? I mean, good questions. Whenever I open up the floodgates for questions, I always think you guys are going like Fatima, milk and honey. What has milk and honey? I want to say one of those who is that? Josette perfumes that I have. Is it Gourmand Bacour? I think I have Gourmand Bacour and African Queen. And I think one of them has milk and honey. Jayla, thank you. T Hill, do I think men can wear 540? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Ross says House of Siage has oh, yeah, they do. I'm trying to think where I got my discovery kit because I actually gave mine away in a giveaway that I did on my channel. But yeah, they now that I think about it, yeah, they do. They have entire discovery kits. They come with the little 2 ml samples, actually. Thank you, Jayla. But yeah, I think men can absolutely wear 540. Have I missed going to or oh, Susie says I have missed going to the store. Yeah. Um, I don't I don't know. When I went in Saks, they didn't seem to be doing anything different. It was kind of weird to me because I was like, I mean, they were letting people spray stuff and smell stuff, and I was kind of weirded out by that. But yeah, they weren't doing anything different. Do you know Mimo? Yeah, I talked about not long ago. I just got African leather, and I've always had tamarindo, which is so perfect for this time of year. CC. Okay, CC. And any other 20-year-old girls that are in the comment section right now, if you in your 20s or you 16 or you 19, raise your hand. I'm getting ready to tell you guys something. So, one thing that I have noticed is that I get a lot of comments that the younger girls are like, stop saying queens, divas of a more mature age. If you stop saying that, more young people will be watching you. I say queens, divas of a more mature age. And in my opinion, that was lumping in ladies, the ladies. Um, I do talk to the mature women or women of more mature age oftentimes, but those are the women that, I'm a woman of a more mature age. And when I started my channel, I thought, there are very few channels out here like this that are speaking to us. However, younger women can definitely learn a lot from me. They can definitely learn a lot from my past mistakes as well. And so I definitely appreciate the young girls watching me and listening to me. And yes, I'm talking to you as well. So I always get that comment. Stop saying that. It's like I'm talking to the women, the ladies. Have I tried mango skin? I have some samples from that house in the short little glass bottles with the orange labels, right? Yeah, I don't own anything from them though. Um Shams Oud. I need to try that then. Who's my favorite rapper? um right now, I don't know. I like the baby a lot, but as I talked about before, I really kind of like older, like I like older Future. I like, um you would be amazed at what I listen to though. I listen to some of everything. Somebody had told me to in the comment section, I think that I should check out Rod Wave, and I was like, "Oh, I love him. I like listening to him." It just depends. Whoever ain't talking about killing people, I'll listen. I'll listen to that. If it starts to run together in my mind, I have to change the Sirius XM channel. I can't. A great scent by man or for man that you can get for Father's Day. Um, you know what's good? A good, really nice scent. Exit the King from Ite Libre d'Orange. Very nice fragrance. I got that fragrance. Twisted Lily sent it to me, and I actually ended up giving it to my husband. It smells amazing on my husband. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, Exit the King. I think Dolce and Gabbana K, as much as I cannot stand the way the bottle looks, it smells very nice fragrance. If you want to spend a little bit of money, you get him some Amouage Lyric Man, which I love. Absolute aphrodisiac. Oh, amazing fragrance. Do I have any new plants, Regina? Okay, you guys, guess what I just bought? If you know anything about plants, I just bought the most expensive plant or tree I have ever bought. I bought a Japanese maple, and I love it. I needed it to go over by the pond. I've never spent that much money on a tree or a plant ever in my life, and I hope that it lives. But otherwise, this year I bought tons of perennials because I want to get to the point to where I don't have to spend like the whole month planting every year. So I'm trying to get my yard to where it just is going to take care of itself for the most part. T Hill, where's your super chat info? I have not turned that on. I have never turned that on. Next time I come on, maybe I'll turn it on. I don't know. I don't want people to sit there and be like, "Yeah, she be on there charging for super chats." Y'all know how. It charged $5 just so I could ask her if she liked exclamation or not. Thank God Primo is gone. Yeah, Primo's one I don't think that I could ever do again. Ever. Can you please give us shout outs? Absolutely, I can give you a shout out. Rawasi, is it Elazrag? Shout out to you. Garebo. I'm here for it. I would love to see Usher. Actually, I've never seen. He's one of the few people I have never seen. Cookie Monster, have you planted fruit? Yeah, we have tons of fruit trees. We have peach, apple, cherry, plum. We have a plum tree. Of course, we have a bunch of grapevines and blueberry vines, and we have two pecan trees. So we have our share of fruit trees. That's my husband's thing. He loves to grow fruit trees. Loves to. Tanaya, thank you. Yeah, I want to see Usher too. I may have to plan for that. I don't think he's coming here. I haven't seen anything of it. Would you ever do a meet and greet or create your own fragrance? I would absolutely do a meet and greet. I would probably never create my own fragrance. I, and I don't know. Let me not say never. I don't like to say never, but it's always it's so much, involved in that. And you would think that there would be so much love behind it, but there's really not a lot of love behind it. So there's a lot involved in that. A miracle berry plant. We have blueberries, grape, we have grapevine. We have everything to eat here. You know what's funny? This is the funny thing. When COVID was going on and people were like couldn't go to the grocery store and the grocery stores were running low on food, we didn't even think about that, cuz we have chickens as well. We said if we have to bust one of them open, we going to bust them open. You know? We didn't. But yeah, we didn't worry about that. We have a garden. Um and yeah, we didn't have anything to worry about. Izzy, my son, said we would get a fragrance from her. Somebody asked me what was the worst fragrance I've ever bought. Um, I'm trying to probably I didn't buy this fragrance, but someone sent me Jungle Jezebel. That's the worst fragrance I've ever smelled ever in my life. I've never smelled anything like that ever. What are my thoughts on Botox and fillers? I missed that question. I didn't see that. Don't do it unless you absolutely have to. Um, I'm telling you, I aging is a thing that and is gonna happen to us. And I've thought about like that. I talked about I'm gonna do old therapy. It's UL therapy, but it's non-invasive. It's just like a treatment or procedure. But it's gonna happen, and age gracefully. Take care of yourself. I got my husband over here. I ain't worried about it like that, honestly. We all want to look good forever, right? But don't take any drastic measures to look good forever. I think that's so crazy. Like, I think what happens is women end up messing up their face more than they end up helping their faces. And that's just my opinion though. Um but if you get a good doctor, child, a good surgeon, and if you can afford it, if you got the money to do it, pray about it and do it. Definitely. Antoinette, I don't like Joe Malone. People age worse with Botox. That's what I feel like. I just feel like it doesn't look good to me. I've never had it done, and I don't want to do that. It just I don't know. Is Botox the one that's not approved by the FDA? Like, I don't really want to put anything in my face that it's not regulated by the FDA, I don't think. Um so yeah. Like Marcy said, I've earned these wrinkles. Yeah, I've earned these wrinkles, child. Look at little Kim. She was so pretty. Yeah, I don't even understand what made her want to do anything to her face. Like, she was such a cute girl. Such a cute girl. But yeah, Botox is used for migraines as well. And no, I don't judge people who do it. I think to each his own. Everybody needs to do what everybody wants to do. But I'm going to try everything that they don't have to stick anything in my face, or they don't have to cut me. I'm going to do those things, but yeah, Kim was so cute, and now it's just like um It's a mess. It turns into a mess because I think what happens is women get addicted to that type of stuff. And once you start, you do a little here, then you're going to do a little here, then now you got to do your lips, and then you got to do this, and you got to do that. And it's not good. It turns into an addiction. And never mind the fact that there's so much pressure. Like, we're always listening to, especially men who, speak often about us hitting our wall and, when we get a certain age. But at the end of the day, it's like, wear your age proud and don't worry about what nobody says, and don't mess up your face just because that's what somebody thinks you need to do. Get you a good wrinkle cream, um, serums, a derma roller, um, a micro needling pen to burn the moles and age spots off and keep it moving. African black soap. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. A Battle '03. I will. I actually I have a skincare video. I think, what was it? I think it's how I fix my skin or something along those lines. And I have all my products that I like to use, which are very few. I don't put a lot of stuff on my face. Like, they look fantabulous when they get old. Men crack me up. Exactly. Yeah. Philosophy, Amazing Grace. Yeah, I love their shower gels and lotions. And y'all know Purity is like the only face wash I'll use. That's it. Serums, creams, drink tons of water, eat, be kind to your body. That's it. Just be kind to yourself. I think that's where um issues come in at. Get some peace in your life, sleep at night. Sleep, sleep, forget about it. When you're not kind to yourself, it shows. It shows in everything you do. It shows in your skin, it shows in your face, it shows in your attitude when you're not kind to yourself and you don't take care of yourself. Karebo. Girl, you coming back here from the mountains of Kilimanjaro, okay? Don't be saying that. You want to be buried in Raja. Which one? I'm going to send it to you. You going to be fine. Have a great time. Enjoy your husband. Have fun. Yes. Rest, water, and peace. Yeah, you know what, someone just said the greatest thing ever, like, grow your own fruit. It is fruits and vegetables. It is not hard to grow vegetables, you guys. Like, even if you live in an apartment or condo or your backyard is real small, at Home Depot, they sell, I gotta plug my situation in here. They sell raised garden beds. You get you a raised garden bed, put it on your balcony or put it right at your back step, fill it up with some dirt. You can buy seeds or plants, um, bell peppers, tomatoes, lettuce. It's so easy. And all you need to do is water it. And that's it. So it's not rocket science. It's the best thing to do. And I always feel like the vegetables taste so much better. I don't know why. I don't know if it's mental, but they taste so much better. The tomatoes don't taste like the tomatoes in the store. They taste like the tomatoes that we used to eat when I was a kid. Um So, I mean, definitely try it. Just get a little box. You don't even have to buy one of those ready made. You can get you four, like, pieces of wood, like I probably like 12 by 2 by 12s or something like that, and arrange them together, make a box out of them, put you some dirt in there, throw some seeds in there, um, grow herbs like basil and sage and rosemary. I love to grow rosemary. It grows, you will grow so much of it you won't even be able to use it all. But throw it in there in your soups or in your vegetables. It smells good. It smells amazing. They all smell amazing. Basil, rosemary, sage, all of them. But yeah, tomatoes in the store are trash. Literally. Absolutely. They don't taste anything like homegrown tomatoes. And then if you want a special treat, you go out there and pick them when they're green and slice them up, put them in some cornmeal and fry them up. But don't do that every day though, because it's fried. Fried green tomatoes. Kennedy, thank you so much. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you for stopping in and watching. So I'm going to get out of here this evening. Hot Bella Experience. Hello, welcome. Um, and thank you guys so much for joining me. And videos coming soon. I was like, I gotta come on and say something. Like, they probably think I done quit YouTube or something done happened. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And until I see you again, be blessed. Bye now. Remember, drink tons of water, grow your own fruit and vegetables. Don't be out here chasing men. Let's sum this up. Don't chase men. Don't put a lot of Botox and stuff in your face, and have a blessed evening. Bye.